The Wednesday before last, on my one and only official Instagram profile, I asked you to ask me anything, and there were so many questions I had to split the video into 2 parts, and this is part 2. Hello, I'm Crypto Casey, and welcome to another episode of AMA Monday, where we go through questions you submit on my Instagram story every Wednesday, except this past Wednesday because this adorable kitten randomly showed up and tied me up. If you like this sort of content format, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's hit it. Please be sure to check out our sponsors, Moralis Money, CoinLedger, and Tangent Wallet. Know when to buy, sell, and hold crypto with the Moneyline tool we've been using for several months now to monitor bullish and bearish trends in the market, as well as find altcoin gems before they pump with Moralis Money, which is a whopping 75% off for a limited time using the link below. Get your crypto taxes done quickly and easily in 3 simple steps with CoinLedger, a platform we can use for free to see an overview of our gains and losses, as well as download the tax forms we need to file ourselves, upload to TurboTax, or hand off to our accountant, like Lorenzo CPA, my accountant. You can book a free call with him in the links below, and invest in your very own cold storage hardware wallet like Tangent Wallet. It's the size of a credit card, multi-currency, multi-chain, and it's by far the easiest crypto wallet to set up and use on the market right now, and it's extremely affordable. So scroll down and use links below to access the correct and official sites, as well as redeem any special offers they have for us. Sweet. Alright, this first batch of questions has to do with some technical questions about how some things work. How are large amounts of Bitcoin purchased? Coinbase or different? Typically, people or big institutions that are looking to buy a lot of Bitcoin use OTC desks, which stands for over-the-counter desks. Coinbase does offer that type of service, and basically they execute several buys over a period of time that doesn't affect the price that much using algorithms. Recently, with all the new demand, the OTC desks are running out of Bitcoin to sell, which will force everyone to have to buy Bitcoin on the public exchanges, which will directly affect the price and likely cause it to continue shooting up like we've been seeing lately. How do you stake coins? Each cryptocurrency that can be staked uses different technological protocols and processes, so it would depend on which specific cryptocurrency you're interested in staking. And even with one specific crypto like Ethereum, there are several ways of doing it. Some exchanges offer staking services, and it's as easy as checking a box that says you'd like to stake your crypto for yield. However, this usually isn't actual staking that contributes to keeping the network secure and processing transactions. Rather, when staking on an exchange, you are actually just lending it to the exchange, who then turns around and lends it to someone else. So the yield you're getting is from assuming the risk of default from lending your crypto. There's the official way to stake Ether by having at least 32 ETH and going through a pretty technical process to lock it in a smart contract to become a validator. There are dedicated services like Rocket Pool that allow people that don't have enough Ether or technical knowledge to be their own independent validator, and they basically pool people's funds and do all the legwork for you in exchange for a fee. There are DeFi or decentralized finance applications that allow you to connect your wallet and allocate crypto to a staking protocol via a smart contract. Whichever way you go about it, if you do, staking involves risk, which is where the reward or yield element comes into play. So I hope this helps everyone understand that staking isn't a simple, straightforward thing in crypto. How can I begin earning monthly income from ETF investments? If you're referring to spot Bitcoin ETFs, those do not produce monthly income, unlike other types of ETFs that pay out monthly dividends from the stocks within the fund. Potentially, a spot ETH ETF will allow people to earn income from staking rewards, depending on how the funds are set up. How can we avoid Ethereum's high fees when transacting from a central exchange to a hard wallet? Transaction fees on the Ethereum network are determined by supply and demand. So during times when there is a lot of traffic and people are willing to pay higher fees, then fees will be higher. Ethereum transaction fees tend to be higher during daytime hours in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. So on a regular day with no major events, you may possibly have a better shot at lower transaction fees between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone on weekdays like Monday through Friday. How much percentage ownership of Bitcoin by a single owner like BlackRock would be dangerous? Taking a look at a chart showing Bitcoin ownership distribution, as of last month, February 2024, we can see 57% is owned by individuals, 17% are estimated to be lost, 5.2% is owned by Satoshi Nakamoto, the anonymous creator of Bitcoin, and from there, it's ETFs at 3.9%, businesses at 3.6%, miners at 3.4%, and governments at 2.7%. with only 6.6% left to be mined, which will take until the year 2140 to reach. So it's not a matter of what percentage of a single owner would be dangerous necessarily, more so how much influence an entity like BlackRock has over regulatory landscape, politicians, etc. As we discussed in this video, you can check out by clicking on the link above, the biggest risk, especially to US citizens, is our ability to convert US dollars into Bitcoin with exchanges and similar restricted, as well as our ability to self-custody our Bitcoin and convert our Bitcoin back to US dollars if we needed to. In one of the worst case scenarios, we would only be allowed to have price exposure to Bitcoin via having an account with BlackRock, while BlackRock is the only one who is allowed to own and custody it. Another bad scenario would be if they forked or created a copy of the Bitcoin network and only allowed us to have this new fake Bitcoin that they completely control. Again, we do a deep dive into these scenarios in that video I mentioned, so check it out. How do I find good test nets? Not the type Twitter threaders just write to gain engagement. Check out Moralis Academy using the link below. They teach people how to become Web3 programmers with all kinds of courses and certifications for programming on Ethereum, Solana, RADIX, and how to build DEXs, metaverses, games, etc. So that community would be a good resource for finding testnets. Cool. Next up, we have some profit-taking questions. Will you turn profits into stablecoins or fiat? Most into Bitcoin, some into stablecoins if I'm waiting to roll into another crypto position. And as far as fiat, only an amount I'm planning on rolling over into other investments like cash flow generating assets, real estate, property development, new businesses, etc. When it's time to sell everything, do you transfer to Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin as well? I allocate some to buying more Bitcoin and the rest to fiat to diversify into other investments. I've never actually sold Bitcoin and don't really plan on it, because soon it will be treated similarly to real estate in the traditional financial realm, where we can lean against it to borrow and parlay borrowed cash into other things that generate a percentage of income higher than the cost of the debt. Do you roll altcoin gains into large caps for an extra boost, depending on where we're at in the market cycle? Yes, I usually exit all of my altcoin positions at the end of the cycle, and like I said, roll it into Bitcoin and fiat to diversify into other investments. Other questions on profit taking included, what do you think? Swap Bitcoin for alts that run 10x at around next Bitcoin all-time high? Is it foolish to scalp small profits from $50 to $100 daily? Can you talk about taking profits with Bitcoin? When do you know when to take profits? Should I sell any of my half Bitcoin just now before it dips down, or wait till a bit later to take profit? Should I hold my Bitcoin and ETH until the end of the year? All of those questions and more are answered in great detail in this playlist on profit taking in crypto, which you can check out by clicking on the link above. Nice. Next, a bunch of random questions. Was John McAfee Satoshi Nakamoto? I don't think so. I haven't done much digging into who Satoshi Nakamoto may or may not be. I think it's best, especially for investors in the United States, if the creator or creators remain unknown. Otherwise, there would be a target, as well as potentially an intellectual property ownership aspect that the creator could use to revoke cryptocurrency exchanges access, ETF providers access, custody services access, etc. to the Bitcoin network, which would be detrimental to what Bitcoin has evolved into over time since inception. Do you have a Spanish account? I have a Spanish YouTube channel that I need to start translating and posting more on again. Otherwise, no, there are no other Spanish-related social media accounts. Is Richard Hart a genius, criminal, or both? I don't know much about him as a person. It's important to understand that his project is basically a copy of Ethereum that was rebranded, so I'd randomly, wildly speculate that he's possibly a clever guy that took advantage of an opportunity in the crypto market to make some money and maybe create an alternative ecosystem that rivals Ethereum. Do I need a standard or crypto CPA to check tax filings for tax loss harvest, wash sale of Bitcoin? I highly recommend using a CPA who is an expert in cryptocurrency taxation. Otherwise, you're likely not getting the best outcome for your specific tax situation. When I got into crypto, the accountant I had used for years prior, who was an older guy, which is fine and great, he refused to do the cryptocurrency part of it because he simply wasn't interested in learning about it and keeping up with it late in his career. So I have my now current CPA accountant, Lorenzo CPA, do all that, and eventually I completely switched over to him. He's a younger guy, interested in growing his business, is way more motivated in structuring personalized tax strategies, so I've been way better off since making the switch a few years ago. So definitely book a free call with him using the link below, and he also offers a crypto tax course we can get at a discount using the link below. Do you think BRICS nations will create their currency, not USD? Yes, it seems like they are leaning towards it being a gold-backed currency. Sure, not great for the US or US dollar. However, as we've been discussing on the channel over the past year, the problem with BRICS and a gold-backed currency is who's going to trust who to store, audit, and keep records of the gold that backs the currency. Is Brazil going to trust Russia to store the gold in vaults in Russia? Or is Russia going to trust India? Is anyone actually going to trust China to manage the currency, given they already have their own central bank digital currency they used to completely control their citizens? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What is your favorite song? I love music. I listen to all kinds of music that spans genres, decades, everything, so that is an extremely hard question. I'll throw out a few of my favorites, but it really depends on the day, the vibe, the occasion, etc. for a favorite. I love Elton John, so songs like Crocodile Rock, Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, Rocket Man, Tiny Dancer. I love The Killers, so songs like For Reasons Unknown, Spaceman, Battleborn, Your Side of Town. I love alternative 80s like The Smiths, so There Is a Light That Never Goes Out, and This Charming Man. I like The Cure, so 10:15 Saturday Night, Lullaby. Pixies are great, so No 13 Baby and Mr. Greaves. Depeche Mode is amazing, so In Your Room, Enjoy the Silence. I like 90s country, Brooks and Dunn, Garth Brooks, Shania Twain. I like all the alternative emo stuff from Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, The Used, Paramore, Taking Back Sunday, Jack's Mannequin. Over the past few years with Spotify, I kind of just listen to the Discover Weekly playlist and add songs I like to other playlists without really looking at the name of the artist or song. So now I just have a bunch of songs I like on playlists without really knowing much about it besides the fact that I like how it sounds and the lyrics. I will say I don't really like rap, jazz, 70s music with all the long guitar riffs, not my thing. What ratio do you hold of Bitcoin versus Ethereum? Between Bitcoin and Ether, probably 70% Bitcoin, 30% Ether. Most important aspect of mindset to have for investing and finances. Gratitude, abundance, coming from a place of fullness, completeness, feeling like you have enough, more than enough. Being generous, having positive relationship with money and positive outlook about money. Understanding the difference between money and true wealth. Basically, money is a system of control. It's part of a game that is rigged against us. However, we can't have negative feelings about it. We need to learn about what money is, how it works, the rules of the game, and start to play it differently. We do a deeper dive into important aspects of mindsets for investing in this video guide you can check out by clicking on the link above. Have you found a way to DCA or dollar cost average in DeFi? It depends on what you mean. If you want to dollar cost average into DeFi cryptocurrencies like Uni, 1inch, Ava, Curve, etc. Sure, you can set up daily, weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly automatic buys with any exchange like Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, Binance, Gemini, etc. And I show you how to do it in this guide you can check out by clicking on the link above. However, if you mean using a DeFi app or protocol that connects to your crypto wallet and executes a DCA strategy completely on Web3 with no centralized third party or similar, no, I'm not aware of one at the moment. I've never looked into it though. I don't really like to keep my wallets connected to DeFi apps, and I don't like to put crypto into smart contracts for yield or similar. Always keep in mind that there are risks associated with using smart contracts, staking, etc., like user error, glitch, protocol failures, hacks, exploitations, regional regulations, etc. How did you learn how to read market charts? YouTube videos. We can pretty much learn anything we want on YouTube for free now. So get curious, do some searches, or even consider paying for a course taught by an expert to save time and hedge against the risk of learning something from someone that may not know everything about the subject. What should I do if Fidelity doesn't let me transfer my Bitcoin or Ether to cold wallet? I'd say use an exchange that does allow you to transfer your Bitcoin and Ether to your own cold storage hardware wallet. Check out the links to all my recommended exchanges using the links below. Sweet. So the final batch of questions had to do with specific altcoins or recommendations for altcoins. So before jumping in, I'm going to show you how to set up a wallet in less than 60 seconds and then send crypto to it, also in less than 60 seconds with Tangent Wallet. Opening the box, here we have the 3 cards. Next, installing the correct and official Tangent mobile app on our phones, and opening the app, tap Scan Card, and touch one of the cards to your phone like so. Next, click Create Wallet, and tap the card to your phone again. Nice, now we have a crypto wallet. Let's create backups of it. Tap Backup Now, and then tap Add a Backup Card, and tap the second card to your phone. Cool. Now tap Add a Backup Card again, and tap the third card to your phone. Then tap Finalize the backup process, and enter an access code to secure your wallet. Re-enter the access code to verify it, and then scan the primary card ending in the corresponding numbers on the screen. That matches the card, holding it up to your phone until the operation is complete. Then repeat this process for the 2 backup cards. That's it. It's configured and ready to use. So now let's move some Bitcoin we have from the Coinbase exchange together to our Tangent wallet in less than 60 seconds. Open the Tangent app, tap Scan Card, scan the card, enter your access code, scan the card again, And from here on the dashboard, press and hold Bitcoin, then tap copy address. Next, open the Coinbase Exchange app, tap the send button, tap Bitcoin, paste the Tangent Bitcoin wallet address into the to field, and tap continue. Enter the amount of Bitcoin we want to send. I always recommend sending a small amount to test to make sure everything is good to go. In this case, we are sending $100 worth of Bitcoin. Tap preview, then tap continue. Make sure everything looks good, then tap send now. And it's on its way. In a few minutes or so, we will open our Tangent app and see the $100 worth of Bitcoin we sent that we now completely own and control. Repeat the same process for any other cryptocurrency by copying the corresponding address on Tangent Wallet. Also making sure we select the right network. Like for example, with Tether, there are many other available networks like Ethereum versus BNB Smart Chain versus Solana and more. Then repeat the same similar process on any other exchange you may have crypto on by using the send function, pasting the address in the recipient field, and checking to make sure everything looks good before sending. The process is actually much easier and simpler than most people new to crypto think, and it's a lot like riding a bike. I can try to explain how to ride a bike, show you how to ride a bike, you can read about riding a bike, however at the end of the day you need to get on the bike and ride it for yourself to learn. So start practicing transferring to and from different exchanges and wallets to prepare for this face-melting bull cycle so you can take profits and potentially change your life with some nice gains. If you want to watch a full video on how to use Tangent, check out this video guide by clicking on the link above, and scroll down and use links below for a nice discount and to access Tangent's correct and official site. Amazing. For altcoins I'm interested in, check out these videos where we cover them together by clicking on the link above. As for individual ones, here's the deal. In a bull market, everything usually does well regardless of its use case or whether the tech is good or bad, if it's a meme or a joke coin, if it's a scam, if it was popular last cycle, or if it's new. Literally none of these things usually matter when you zoom out and ride the bull cycle all the way through. So some altcoins you asked about were Matrix AI, Cosmos, Solana, Pepe, Doge, Cardano, MATIC, CRO, Cody, Ripple, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Beam, Kaspa, RADIX, Shiba Inu, Polkadot. Just a lot of different altcoins. So I'll make a more dedicated video to altcoins this week, so be sure to subscribe to the channel to be notified when it drops. In the meantime, as we've discussed on the channel, this bull cycle, I'm keeping it very simple because the last ones I overanalyzed things and missed out on some opportunities. This time around, I'm using the moneyline indicator to decide when to buy, sell, and hold my altcoin positions. So let's analyze a few of your requests together now. Beam is in a bullish trend. If you want it, this is a decent time to buy. If you have it, consider holding it until the weekly trend flips bearish, which looks like it would be if it dropped below 1 cent. MATIC or Polygon is in a bullish trend. If you want it, consider buying it. If you have it, consider holding it until it flips bearish, which would happen if it drops below 83 cents. Avalanche is also in a bullish trend. Same strategy as the other two, and it would flip bearish if it dropped below $31. Cardano, bullish trend, flips bearish if it drops below 49 cents. RADIX was in a bearish trend and actually just punched above the 53-cent price point, so it flipped bullish just this week. In this case, consider waiting to see if it can stay above this bearish line and start climbing. This may be a great time to get in at the bottom and ride a bullish trend upwards. Kaspa, bullish trend. However, it's close to dropping below this 11-cent price point that would put it in a bearish trend. If you have it and have made some nice gains, consider taking some off the table. If you're looking to buy, consider waiting. Matrix AI, flipped bullish mid-February, is still bullish unless it drops below 3 cents, which would flip it back into a bearish trend. So hopefully you get the gist. Big variety of coins with similar trends, some a little different, so we can see how the strategy works. At the end of the day, always remember this is super new speculative tech, and the crypto markets are a zero-sum game. For every winner, there is always a loser. Altcoins are for trading, not for holding. The goal is to get in at a low and sell at a high to make some gains. It's straight up gambling. It's too early to hold altcoins for several years at this time, which a lot of us learned from buying last cycle a few years ago, because you're just going to end up holding losses until the next time around if you're lucky. Sweet. So this was part 2 of last AMA Monday, and if you liked it and want me to keep doing them, let me know in the comments below. And to ask some questions for the next episode, look out for my Instagram story on Wednesday. Awesome. If you would like to increase your chances of making gains by buying and selling altcoins at the right time using the money line, check out this video. If you would like to learn the best proven strategy in crypto, which is how to DCA or dollar cost average into the crypto markets, check out this video. And to get your crypto taxes done quickly and easily with CoinLedger, click on the link on the screen. Like and subscribe for more. Be safe out there.